hearty good morning to all. From a New Horizon book, turn page number 107. In our page number 107, we have lesson 17, Monday morning. Monday morning is an extract from the Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. This is a story about a student's feelings on Monday morning. He tries all the tricks that he knows to stay away from school. Why does he do this? To find out the reason, let's step forward. Before originating the story, let us have some talkings about the characters. There are three characters in this story. Number 1, Tom Sawyer, who is the main character of the story, naughty and often a wild boy. He is always ready for new adventures aided by his imagination. For these reasons, he always gets in trouble. But nothing can shake him because of his extreme optimistic nature. Number 2, Aunt Polly, who is a kind-hearted Tom's aunt that takes care of him. She is simple and kind, but the need to teach Tom good manners is something stronger than her love for him. Number 3, Sid Sawyer, who is Tom's wily half-brother, who also lives with Aunt Polly. So, let's start the story. Welcome back to the story Monday morning. Monday morning found Tom Sawyer miserable. He wished it would be a holiday so that he would not have to begin another week's slow suffering in school. So Tom thought he wished he was sick so that he would stay home from school. He started thinking of a mild illness, but for that he had to get the symptoms. He thought of having acute stomach pain. He began to encourage with considerable hope, but they soon grew feeble and died wholly away. Next, he thought of his toothache because his upper front tooth was loose. So, he thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present. Suddenly, he remembered hearing the doctor tell about a certain thing that laid up a patient for 2 or 3 weeks and threatened to make him lose a finger. So, Tom eagerly drew his sore toe from under the sheet and held it up for inspection. Few seconds later, he started groaning. He groaned louder to get Sid awake. Sid woke up and saw Tom moaning. He called Aunt Polly loudly and shouted to come soon, for Tom was dying. Hearing the word dying, she left her work and came running. Aunt asked the matter. Tom said that his toe is unhealthy. Aunt sank down into a chair and laughed a little, then cried a little, then did both together. Then Tom opened his mouth saying that one of his tooth is loose and it aches perfectly awful. Now Aunt agreed. She said not to groan anymore. She would get the aching tooth out. Actually, Tom was willing to have the excuse not to go to school, but Aunt frees him from his problem so that he would be able to go to school. She knew why Tom is doing all this. The reason was he would stay home from school and go a fishing. So, Aunt got the dental instruments ready and pulled the tooth out from Tom's mouth. Tom was sent to school. He was the envy of every boy he met because the gap in his upper row of teeth enabled him to cough and spit in a new and admirable way. He gathered quite a following of lads interested in the exhibition. The other boys who were famous had no followers now. Thank you.